In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, peace be upon you. Apologies, I speak slowly. To speed up this video, click on Settings, bottom right of the screen, then click on a suitable speed and select whichever speed you want. But today I'm going to talk about ISIS, the main topic of this presentation. I wanted to explain that ISIS, also known as Israeli Secret Intelligence Service, are Satanist murderers funded and trained by the US, UK, Israel, and their primary goal is to kill Muslims in the Middle East. They want to commit genocide against the people living in the Middle East, and they want to clear them out of the Middle East so that Western corporations can take over the Middle East. A sign that they are non-Muslim Satanists is that they eat human flesh, which is strictly forbidden in Islam. As I said, they are funded and trained by the satanic Gog and Magog anti-Christian Western leaders. Now, I appeal to all believers that we need to be united and live as one community. It shouldn't matter whether we are Sunni, Shia, Wahhabi, Ahmadi, Christians or Jews. We need to ignore these minor titles. True believers should all become one community against the Satanists who are doing gross evil in the world. Now, my husband told me years ago about training existing in Afghanistan, Pakistan and Kashmir for freedom fighters. Now we both realized that this training is actually being paid for by the Satanists, Gog and Magog anti-Christian community in the West, also known as the CIA, MI5, MI6, Mossad, and perhaps even RAW, because they have an agenda to kill people who believe in the one God. Now, these ISIS or Gog and Magog Western community, mainly the leadership community, they will even dress up as Sunnis to attack a Shia community and then blame the Sunnis. And in their newspapers they will write that the Sunnis have bombed this Shia place, or they will say that the Arab leader is against the Shias of Iran, or they'll blame something on Erdogan. Now, they are actually telling complete and utter lies, and you must not believe them. You must not believe what you read in the papers or see, or what you see on the TV, because they can nowadays they can even do fake videos where it appears as if somebody has said one thing or another. Unless you talk directly to the person and they say it to your face, you must not believe what you read in the papers or see on the TV. The only thing you need to know is that the leadership of US, UK and Israel are Gog and Magog anti-Christian Satanists. These are the biggest Shaitani Khanzir who need to be dealt with by the believers and by God. Now, these Satanists do immense evil in the world. They are the highest level of backbiters and backstabbers. If you don't believe me, look at how Erdogan was treated when he was following their instructions. They actually tried to get him attacked by Russia by bringing down a Russian plane. And believe you me, it wasn't Erdogan who had the Russian plane shot. It was the Western Gog and Magog infiltrators in the Turkish society. Also, they were trying to spread lies about the Pakistani army officer and how he threatened to destroy Iran. These are disgusting, diabolical lies said by a cursed people. Now, it's not only these things that they've done that is evil in the world. They've done so much evil that cannot even be listed. Honestly, it cannot even be listed, the amount of evil they have done in the world. And some of the more extreme things are that they kill and eat babies because they chop up their body parts and put them in food or makeup or medicine. And they even have beauty treatments using parts of babies. And they also teach 5-year-old children about sex education, which is really unnecessary, but they intentionally groom them. Okay, they sexually groom them. This is the society that they are creating. They also tell children they don't know whether they are a boy or a girl, so they're blurring the difference between a boy and a girl. They're claiming that you can't know if you are a boy or a girl just using your God-given sex organs. They claim that you need to decide as you grow up whether you want to be a boy or a girl. And so they try to encourage people to have their sexes changed. Now, the bottom line is Allah has created us perfect. Even if He's created us with a disability, perhaps that is a more perfect beauty than someone who can walk on 2 legs. But they don't want you to appreciate your God-given beauty. They want you to change it. And look at these women that you see, and men, with plastic surgery. They are actually grotesque. They're creating grotesque features, and half the time you don't know if it's a man or a woman, but that is their intention, to create models that blur the line between male and female to confuse young people. They also promote pornography, promiscuity, and they turn their towns and cities into dirty places with sex shops and casinos. They kill millions of people every year using bombs, pollution, radiation, sanctions, and the destruction of food resources, because they want people to grow drugs and tobacco instead of food. And this is to ensure that they starve. So I I have been fasting and I have been praying to God to bring justice and correct these people, either by guidance or by punishment, incarceration, or in cases where they are completely murderous. I pray that Allah will take their souls so that they cannot do any more harm in this world. And I would like you to pray along with me. Finally, I'd like to pray that Allah guides us, protects us, and gives us peace. May Allah guide the Satanists, Antichrist, and the devil to the straight path. May the ultimate success be that all creation unite for truth and justice. And please, Allah, allow humans to understand their humbleness and their complete lack of wisdom compared to you. I pray Allah grants us all guidance and grants us all forgiveness and makes the children be a source of peace for the parents and makes the parents be a source of peace for the children. And I pray Allah makes me be a source of peace for all and that I achieve martyrdom by defending the vulnerable. Allahu Akbar and Allah Hafiz and God bless.